Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Straight Up. This is a 2019 film. It was released in February of 2020, so it is relatively new. It runs an hour and 35 minutes, and it stars Katie Finlay, Tracy Thomas, and Randall Park. The description: Todd and Rory are intellectual soulmates. He might be gay, she might not care. A romantic comedy drama with a twist. A love story without the thrill of copulation. Sorry about my phone. Likes to drop. This is Straight Up. Well, thank you everybody for watching this video. Let me say off the bat that I do really appreciate everybody watching my videos. I'm getting up there in video reviews. I'm kind of staying straight on subscribers. But I like doing different kind of movies. Like, so far today I put out a children's movie, really rugged, cursing comedy. And now I'm doing a movie about a gay guy and a troubled, really smart girl. So that just kind of tells you what versatility I have as a movie watcher and a movie reviewer. So I do have some movies up here that kind of remind me of this, but I'm going to keep them up there because this is kind of its own kind of idea. I will say off the bat that I appreciate this movie being made, okay? I appreciate the actors and what they probably had to go through to learn their lines and how much talking this movie had. I appreciate all of that. I appreciate what it means for men that are younger and struggling with identity crisis to wonder if they're gay, wonder if they're straight, have pressure from their parents to be straight, but if they are gay, then they have to accept it themselves before they break the news to their parents, who are obviously not going to handle it well. I understand all that, and this movie covers all that, and it's tough. I understand that. It's a tough life moment when that kind of stuff has to happen, and it's a struggle for you when you're younger to go through all that. So I do appreciate this movie being made. I do appreciate what people in real life go through. This movie honoring that idea. Okay? I'm going to put that out there first. So with that being said, this movie is exhausting. Okay? Todd is dealing with all this stuff, and he has all these problems of being ADD and OCD and just generally afraid of everything, and he just cannot stop talking. And then he meets Rory, who cannot stop talking. And it's exhausting to hear them talk to each other for like an hour straight. There's some things that happen. They go some places. They, meet Todd's parents. They do this, they do that, but it's exhausting listening to them talk. So then we kind of get past the hour mark and we get into like really what's supposed to happen as we near the end of the movie. And that stuff gets a little bit emotional, I guess. But by the time we got to that point, I was kind of like, okay, can this movie please be over? Because my brain was like bursting at the seams from hearing these two just chatter about nothing the whole time. And so it's a really disappointing way of making a movie, I guess, is my main point. Everything aside about respecting the movie, it just is, it's tiring to listen to people talk the whole time. It negates the acting. It negates the point of the story, which there really is none. They have some crazy scenes happen in here which really aren't needed. They almost seem like they're just thrown in there as a joke. And the movie's a kind of a serious movie. And so it's out of place. The characters, the friends and characters that are on the side and around them and kind of trying to butt their way into this situation with Todd and Rory or trying to give their opinion that's not wanted. All of them are pretty awful. They're bland. They have no charisma. While we're having this movie, Rory's trying to do something with her life, but she's not really sure. So really, these two people are kind of a common story that anybody could really make a movie about. So pretty bland kind of imagination, and stuff. And the ending, for me, there's a 2 minute little snippet, or maybe even a minute snippet, that they kind of tack on to the end because you think it's the end, but then they want you to see this, and that's really the end. And when that happened, I was like, come on, you have kind of a weird movie, and you kind of have a dramatic ending, and it's leading up to this big point, and then, oh, let's have another minute. And I just felt like that was a really stupid decision. And this movie is just on the borderline for me being one of the worst of the year. And that didn't help things, but the reason why I'm going to give straight up a C minus and not a D, which is my worst grade, is because of all the stuff that I said at the beginning of this review. I respect it. I really understand what people go through when they're younger, and it's hard being, the gay kid in class or the whole school sometimes. And so I'm going to give straight up a C minus for that reason. Can I advise you watching it? Sure. I'm sure people will. They like movies like this, like Marriage Story was a big hit this last year and everything. There's movies about gay men that are really exciting, and I own a couple of them because they're just really good movies. But this is just not a good movie, and for me, not watching it ever again, I can't suggest it in that fashion, but I know people will watch it because of what the content is. So I just think it was really disappointing. It had its moment to be good, and then it just dropped the ball at the end, and I don't understand the ending whatsoever. So, yeah, I think it's a fairly down the line kind of mediocre movie for me that I can give a C minus to. So, thanks, guys. My name's Danny. If you'd like this or any of my other videos, try and give some of them a watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. And enjoy your movies. Thanks.